Once upon a younger year, when all our shadows disappeared, the animals inside came out to play. Went face to face with all our fears, learned our lessons through the tears, made memories we knew would never fade. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me. When thunderclouds are pouring down, light a fire they can't put out, crave your name into those shining stars. He said go venture far beyond the shores, don't forsake this life of yours, I'll guide you home no matter where you are. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. When I was just a kid, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me. These are the nights that never die. My father told me.
How I make up to $30,000 every single month online, virtually on.
멈춘 시간 속 잠든 너를 찾아가, 아무리 막아도 결국 너의 곁인 걸. 길고 긴 여행을 끝내 이젠 돌아가, 너라는 집으로 지금 다시 way back home. 아무리 힘껏 닫아도 다시 열린 서랍 같아. 하늘로 높이 날린 너 자꾸 내게 되돌아와. 힘들게 삼킨 이별도 다 그대로인 걸. 수없이 떠난 길 위에서 난 너를 발견하고, 비우려 했던 마음은 또 이렇게 너로 차올라. 발걸음의 끝에 늘 네가 부딪혀. 멈춘 시간 속 잠든 너를 찾아.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the session. Today we'll be guiding, not today, actually this session will be guiding by me. Mr. Kelvin will be not here. Hopefully you are sharing this live stream to more people. While also you can check the Google Classroom link that's sent by Mr. Kelvin. Later I will share it out again. Today we are going to revise the vector and the progression. All right. So this part is the most important part in your exam. You need to know how to do this part. Let me just upload it. So the class code you all can join. Maybe I will just send the link. So you all can look at the chat and then join the Google Classroom and then take the notes from there. So without further ado, I'm not going to waste some time. The first page of the notes is actually a very good note that you can revise. There is a vector with diagram, also a vector without the diagram questions. So you can check it out and revise it. Of course, we are going to look through some questions today, especially start with first question. Okay, welcome all the students. If you have any friend who want to join this session, share the link away. Let more students joining. And then also, don't forget to follow YouTube or Facebook of our page. Okay. Then also you can ask us any questions in the comment below. All right, if you have any question, you just ask us. And today, now this session, we are going to do the vector. So I'm not going to explain everything because vector is a hands-on question. If you don't understand, you can ask me. I am at the chat looking at your comments. So let's look at the first question here. We are going to do some revision on the questions. So the paper one question usually will give you something like that. They don't give you a diagram question usually. So they say calculate the unit vector in the direction of P. Where is the P? This is the P. So when we say we want to calculate a unit vector is represented by something like that. This is a unit vector. So a unit vector will be start with vector divided by the magnitude of vector. So a vector here is negative 5, sorry, not negative, but positive 5i minus 12j divided by the magnitude. How do we calculate the magnitude? The magnitude is you square the inside. So for example, 5 squared plus negative 12 squared. Press your calculator and you get 13. So you just put in 13. That is your unit vector. That is how you get 2 marks so easily and everyone can get it. Okay, so if this question came out in your exam, don't worry. Score it just as simple as how I do here. All right. If you have any question, just feel free to ask in comment because I might not able to wait for your questions because there is a 5-second interval in between. The value of k is p plus q. May I know what is p plus q? So I need to plus it out. P is the 5 minus 12 and then plus the q, k plus 2 and 3. So we plus it together. So we get 7 plus k minus 12. Oh, sorry, minus 12 plus 3, we get minus 9. This is my p plus q. Then the question says parallel to y-axis. What is parallel to y-axis? Meaning to say, this is my diagram. This is my diagram. The diagram is only going up. It's only going up. Parallel to y-axis means it's only going up and down. It doesn't move left or right. So going up and down means that there is a j value, but there is no I value. There's no I value. What is I value? I is going left or right. But they say parallel to the y-axis, it means that there is no j value. It means that the I value here will be 0. The j value can be any j value. So since there is no j value, I can find the answer very easily. 7 plus k equal to 0, k equal to negative 7. That's how I find the answer. That's how I find the answer. Very straightforward, not hard. Okay, so I see that there are 6 people in the SPM Add Maths Facebook page. Welcome. and 4 people from the Kelvin side. Okay, I believe most of you are from the Kelvin students. Welcome in. So it's like a revision. It's just like a revision. Okay. So now another question that might be come out together. Most importantly, many students always forget this thing. I'm going to explain this here. Question number 2. P and Q is given, and they say find the value of M and N if P plus Q is a zero vector. What is P plus Q first? Let's find out P plus Q. So what is P plus Q? It means that let's say P is 2M plus N. You look at the X, and then the Y is 3. And then plus the Q, -5, 1 minus N. So in this case, I will have 2M plus N minus 5 and 3 plus 1, 4 minus N. So what is zero vector means? Zero vector means both of them are equal to 0. That's called zero vector. So first of all, the bottom 4 minus N equal to 0, N equal to 4. So the first part, 2M plus 4 minus 5 equal to 0. Because I know the N is already equal to 4, I just substitute in. 2M minus 1 equal to 0. My N will be equal to 1 over 2. All right, I think maybe I do step by step, just in case you all don't understand. I bring to the right side, become positive. M is become 1 over 2. Am I getting any questions here? I'm going to put a buffer time here. So don't worry, if you have any question, just feel free to ask. Just feel free to ask. Okay? I don't see anyone asking me question right now, so I will be just keep on going. Yeah. So just like what I say, if you have any friend want to join this Facebook Live, just share this Facebook Live to your friend. Anyone can learn free here. All right. So let's continue. Question number 3. If you take a look on this diagram, many of the time it can be asking you a diagram question. So how am I going to move from the A here to the B here? So I'm going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So going down 6 units, it means it's the -6 at the bottom. Follow the Y there. And moving to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 going to the right. So 8 -6 is your AB. Okay. I think it's pretty straightforward. And we want to find the magnitude. Like what I say, magnitude is finding the distance. So we just square root the 8 square plus the -6 square. And we find the answer, 10. So 10 units is the magnitude. Usually 10 units means this distance is I'm sorry, the line just lost. Okay, so if you are trying to find what we say the length or the magnitude, we just use the distance formula. Okay, we just use the distance formula. Okay, so that's question number 3. Let's take a look on question number 4. So if I take a look on question number 4, right, that's a very good question here. I actually feel. Question number 4, they are not asking you about how to find A to B, B to C. They are asking you about the concept. So when they say collinear, what is collinear means? Meaning to say, let's say I have a line A. This is my line A. Maybe my line B is a little bit shorter, but they are collinear. What is collinear? Collinear means that it might be on a straight line. Let's say my A can be this. This is my A, but my B might be something like that. this is my B. This part is my B. Okay, so A and B are collinear, meaning to say are at the same line. So other than the word collinear, segaris, it can be also parallel, serlari. When this kind of word come out, right, you have to write in this way. A and B, A is lambda B. When the word parallel, when the word collinear, segaris, serlari, write this down. A adalah lambda B. Then we substitute the value. What is A? 4, 2. And what is the lambda? Lambda is just lambda and the B. So we are going to find the P value. Let's find out the lambda. From the first part, 4 equal to 2 lambda, lambda equal to 2. So the second part, 2 equal to lambda P, 2 equal to lambda P. So the lambda is your 2, right? So substitute in P equal to 1. That is how you find the answer. Am I getting any questions here? I see that there is no one asking questions. So I see that there's a lot of YouTube view here also. And then Kelvin side 6 views. Silky side here is 7 view. Just like what I say, if you have friends who want to know all of this, share this live to your friend. Just feel free to share. Okay. Now let's move on. If you got any question you don't understand, ask me. Okay, I see that someone asking some question. No, sir. Rishi say no. Okay, understand at all. So let's continue. So number 4. Oh, yeah. Just now number 4, we haven't done the B, right? So speak too much. I thought I finished it. Okay. The B, magnitude of A is equal to magnitude of B. How am I going to find? What is magnitude of A? Your A, you take it and square it equal to your square root of the B. 2 square plus P square. Don't forget, because both sides got square root, you can cut. So 4 square plus 2 square, you will get 20 equal to 4 plus P square. So bring the 4 go there, 16 is equal to P square. My P will be square root 16. Many students, they make a mistake here. When they put square root, they did not put the plus minus. So you have to get P is equal to 4 or negative 4. That's the two answer. That's the two answer. So if you have any questions, don't feel shy. Just ask me. Okay, I'm a little bit more prefer if you can ask more questions. Okay. Okay, that's question number 4. We take a look on question number 5 if we are not having any questions here. Okay, no question at all. Question number 5. They say this is a very, very good question, I feel. All right, they might ask something like that. In this case, given that mi plus 4 over 5j is a unit vector for ki plus 8j. Let's say this vector is A. Okay, how to find the unit vector? So to find unit vector, I need to magnitude the A first. So magnitude A is a square root k squared plus 8 squared. Okay, then we write it. The unit vector of A is actually ki plus 8j over square root of k squared plus 64. If I separate it, it might be k over square root k squared plus 64 I plus 8 over square root k squared plus 64 j. So in this case, this unit vector is actually represented by here. They already tell you. They say, given diberi bahawa yang ni adalah unit vector bagi yang ini. Okay, so meaning to say, this back part 4 over 5 is equal to the back part here. So 4 over 5 is equal to 8 over square root k squared plus 64. Let's cross multiply. So 4 square root k squared plus 64 equal to 40. So square root k squared plus 64 equal to 10. So k squared plus 64 equal to 100 because you square it, you bring the square root to there, kuasa 2, dan k square is equal to 36. Bawah yang tambah ke situ dari tolak, dan k adalah square root 36. So don't forget plus minus. So k is a 6 or negative 6. Got two values, either positive 6 or negative 6. Then we find the m, because you see the m is this part. So m, let's say when k is 6, positive. So 6 over square root 6 squared plus 64. I am getting myself 3 over 5. But when k is negative 6, m is equal to negative 6 over square root of negative 6 squared plus 64. I'm getting myself negative 3 over 5. So both answers are acceptable with this both answer too. All right. Is there any question for this? Okay, so I don't see anyone saying that there's a question here. Usually when you find unit vector, you have to apply this kind of method here. Okay. Let me switch on my light. It's going to rain here. All right, let's take a look on question number 6 here. Very easy. Whenever we speak about vector, you need to think about some few things that we need to make sure. They say m is 4, 5. Diberi bahawa m adalah 4, 5 dan n adalah negative 3, 8. Cari nilai k jika km plus n adalah selari dengan 3, 4. What is km plus n? So let's find out k times the m plus the n. So I will get 4k minus 3, 5k plus 8. This is my km plus n. But the word selari, when they say selari, what should we do? When they say selari, km plus n adalah lambda 3, 4. So km plus n kita sudah dapat 4k minus 3, 5k plus 8 adalah equal to 3 lambda, 4 lambda. Kita buat simultaneous. So the first part here, 4k minus 3 is equal to 3 lambda. Okay, and then the second part here, we do the same. 5k plus 8 equal to 4 lambda. So I can see that lambda is 4k minus 3 over 3. That's the first equation. Substitute to the second equation. Usually soalan kalau dia ada dua unknown, you have to do the simultaneous. So I substitute inside 5k plus 8 equal to 4 lambda. So I bring the 3 to that side. So I get 15k plus 24 equal to 16k minus 12. The 4 times inside, the 4 times inside. So bring the 15k to there, bring the minus 12 to here. So 24 plus 12 equal to 16k minus 15k. So k is 36. K is 36. Any questions? Okay, I see more students coming in from Kelvin's side. That's a good thing. Kelvin studio. Okay, Rishi say no. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's take a look on the paper 2 type question. If you look at the paper 2, how would the question ask? Something like that. They give you a list of questions that you need to do, something like that. We are going to analyze the question first. So let's take a look here. It is given that PQ, P to Q is 2y. Okay, and then P to S is 11x. PT, okay, if I know P to X, let's say I draw a line like that. P to S is 11x. So P to T is 6 over 11 of PS. So I know that PT is 6 over 11 of 11x. So if I simplify, I get 6x. That's my PT, 6x. Okay, Q to R is 8 over 11 of PS. Again, the same thing, 8 over 11 of 11x. So I'm getting 8x. So the top is the 8x. When I get all these things, I need to determine A, how can I find PR? Anyone want to try? Where you start is the P, ending is the R. Anyone want to try here? What can we do? Write in the chat. If I want to go from P to R, from here to this part, what can we do? We follow a direction. It can be what? P something plus something to R. It can be two-way. Anyone? I see that not many people reply yet. Jonathan Lee, okay, very good. PQ plus QR. Okay, I'm going to use Jonathan Lee answer here. So you also can use PS to SR, no problem. But PQ is already given, 2y plus QR. QR is 8x. Thank you, Jenna, for the answer. So we have two students answering here. Very good. So if you are in Silk Facebook page, you might not seeing someone who are from other place Facebook page. So that's the part you need to take note. All right. So in this case, P to Q, Q to R. That's 2y plus 8x. Okay. So in this case, we already got the A. For the B, point U lies on trapezium such that 2TU is equal to KPQ. 2TU, I'm going to write down here, 2TU is equal to KPQ. I have no idea what is 2TU equal to KPQ. I'm not going to care about that, but I'm going to find out what is PU. How am I going to find PU? P to U. P to U, I can use P to T plus T to U. So what is P to T? P to T, we already got 6x plus T to U. What is T to U? T to U here is, if you get this, T to U is actually K over 2 PQ. So I'm going to write out K over 2 PQ. So what is PQ? Your personal 2y here. So cut the 2 away. I'm getting my PU as 6x plus ky. That is my perfect PU answer with the answer k, x, and y. That's the answer. Any questions, anyone? If you have no question, I want you all to tell me, when you see the word PUR collinear, what is the equation we can make? When we say something is collinear, what is the thing that we can should do? What is the thing that come into your mind that you should tell yourself, you should write this down? Whenever you write this down, you will get the mark already. So when they say PUR collinear, what is the thing that I need to write down? PUR collinear. We are going to write down, maybe we say P to R is lambda P to U. Okay, P to R is lambda P to U because PR is longer than PU. You can write down like that. Or you want to write down PU is equal to lambda PR also can, depends on you. So in this case, I'm going to write out PR is equal to lambda PU. As long as they are in the same line, then I can write out PR is already given. If you can see, 2y plus 8x equal to lambda PU is already gotten from the previous question also. Then from here, we are going to do comparison. So what is the comparison we can do here? I'm going to write down here the comparison. So the x. So 8 equal to 6 lambda. So lambda is equal to 4/3. Then look at the y. Y is 2 equal to lambda ky. K times lambda. So lambda we already know is 4/3 equal to k. So k is 6/4, which you can say 3/2. That is the k value. That is the k value. So whenever you build an equation, you just use comparison method to find the answer. Anyone not clear here? So if you got any question, don't feel shy. Ask me at the below. I'm going to ask you all some question. I hope I can get more reply. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. I have a question here. I have a question here. The diagram 3 shows the position of point P and Q relative to a fixed point with the position vector of A and B respectively. Point R is here, lies on OP such that OP is 1. Okay, I'm going to write it down. OP is 1. And PR is 2. So meaning to say this is 2A because this is 1A. All right. Point A on the PQ such that PA to PAQ is 1 to 2. Again, another 1 to 2. So can anyone tell me how am I going to find OR? I think OR is very straightforward. All right. O to R, 1 and 2, total is 3A. Simple as that. All right. Number 2, can anyone tell me if I want to find P to Q? I hope I can see other people reply as well. P to Q here, what can we do? P to where? Where plus where? Okay, so sorry guys. Just now I think my computer overlagging. That's why everything go wrong. Anyone? PQ? Write in the chat, please. PO plus OQ, yes. So if I write PO plus OQ here, right? Thank you so much, Razor, Jonathan, all these students here. Thank you so much. So PO, what is PO? P to O is negative A plus the OQ, B. That's all. It's that easy only. You see how easy you can get a mark. Even though you do not learn this chapter before, you learn today, you can also get mark tomorrow. So number 3, what is PA? If I take a look on here, I only want PA. PA is 1 out of 3. If you can see the whole line here, P to Q, 1 over 3, 1 out of 3 of PQ. So since PQ just now we got the answer already, negative A plus B. So that's the answer. This is it. This is it. Okay, thank you so much, Gretel Chen, okay, from the YouTube. So you see, a lot of students know how to answer. I can show you all. That's one of the answer here. And then we have also Jonathan knowing how to answer this question, you see. I'm very happy with all this replying. Can you see that? Jonathan also replied here. PO plus OQ basically are all correct here. So now, take a look on the second part here. When we say point B, this is point B. Point B lies on OA such that O to A to B is 5 to 4. Find the position of vector B. When they say find the position of vector B, it means that I want to know what is OB. What is OB? So I need to build the equation. So OB is equal to what? OB, if you can see, O to B is 9 out of 5 OA. Can you see that or not? Ratio OA to OB. OA is 5, OB is 9. O to B, everything. Semua tambah sekali, 9. So you cross multiply. So I bring the OB up, then I bring this go there. So I cross multiply actually. 9 OA equal to 5 OA. Tetapi soalan dia panggil cari OB. The question asks you to find OB, you bring the 5 go there. That's why you get 9 over 5 OA. So what is OA? O to A, I need to build up. Can anyone tell me how to build out OA? What plus what? Anyone? O to A. O go to the P. Oppa. Yes, I heard people say oppa. Yes. O to P. P to A. Oppa here. Yes. So 9 over 5. Maybe I use blue color. 9 over 5. OP is A plus the PA. PA just now we already got 1 over 3 negative A plus B. So let's simplify. 9 over 5 A minus 1 over 3A plus 1 over 3B. So we will get 9 over 5, 2 over 3A plus 1 over 3B. All right, so we times it in. We multiply inside. So what am I getting? 9 over 5 times 2 over 3. I'm getting 6 over 5A. And 9 over 5 times 1 over 3. I'm getting 3 over 5B. So that's the final answer. Good thing. Nestle also say, can I use OQ to QA? Yes, you can also. No problem. But why I chose OPA? Because I got OP. I already got PA from here. You do not have QA. If you want to find QA, you need to do again. So it's a little bit more complicated. But no problem. If you can see, Nestle actually say OQ plus QA. So no problem, not wrong. It's also correct. It's also correct. I cannot on my WhatsApp on computer. When I on my WhatsApp, the whole Facebook Live will be crashed. So that's the big problem here. Okay, let's continue. Let's take a look on the last question. I feel that in exam, they might ask this question. It's a past year question, I would say, but some of you do not know how to do. So I'm going to take it out and explain the resultant velocity. So what is resultant velocity? The result of one velocity. So if you take a look, Raja menunjukkan kedudukan dan arah boat A, B, dan C. Both A and B move in the direction of water current. The velocity of water current, kita ada water current, W, is I plus 1 over 2J. Okay, given the velocity of A, velocity bagi boat A is 2I plus J. And velocity bagi boat B is 6I plus 3J. So we want to find resultant. Resultant means I want the total. The result of A, what happened? Both add together, 3I plus 3 over 2J. Okay, resultant of B, both add together. Okay, so 6 plus I, 7I, plus together 7 over 2J. Then, you look at the question. Tentukan berapa kali, how many times the resultant velocity B compared to resultant velocity A. So RB is equal to lambda RA. I do not know how many times. So RB is 7I plus 7 over 2J equal to lambda 3I plus 3 over 2J. So we compare only I can already. Let's say 7I equal to 3 lambda I. We only compare the I. Okay, all the I here we take out and compare. So 7 equal to 3 lambda, lambda equal to 7 over 3. That's the answer. So how many times? RB is 7 over 3 times the RA. That's the answer. Any questions from anyone here? So whenever they ask about resultant velocity, you need to know, oh, what is the velocity in total for this boat? Okay, not N yet because the question has B. If you take a look on the question here, we are going to push to the right side here a little bit. So let's take a look on the B question here. So for the B, if you can see, the C velocity is already given, but the C velocity is already catat. It's already catat. So they say, first find the resultant velocity. Can anyone try how to find the resultant velocity? We have the water, don't forget the water, and then we have the velocity of the boat C. So what is the resultant, the total of the velocity for C? Anyone? Quite straightforward, right? Just plus the velocity of the C here, 2 together with the water. So you get 3I. Okay? And then the 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2, you get 2J. That's all. Thank you so much, Gretel. That's the answer, correct? And then number 2, they say find a unit vector. So unit vector of the resultant velocity for C. This should be C, I write wrong already. Okay, so I want to find the unit vector. It will be 3I plus 2j on the top, the vector, divided by the square root of 3 squared plus 2 squared. So I'm getting 3I plus 2j over square root 13. Thank you so much, Gretel, for the answer. So there's a Gretel answer here. And is there any questions from anyone? So if we are not having any question, we are going to move on to the second part already, which we will be talking about the AP and the GP. For your information, you need to know that some of the formula is not given in the exam. So you need to memorize some of the formula. All right. So maybe later I will share what is the formula that are not given in the exam. But this is the arithmetic progression formula. Don't forget. It's also written in the notes that I already put in the Google Classroom. If you are not in the Google Classroom, always check the comment because the first comment will be the notes comment. So you can take all these notes down and then maybe give me a little bit time now. Let me search if I have a secret notes for you all. So that's all the formula for the APGP. Oh, I actually have. So if you are wanting the notes here, I'm giving it free. Just as long as you join the Google Classroom, the link is in the Google Classroom. I'm going to upload some free notes for you all that can help you in preparing the exam. So if you know, there are quite some number of formula is not given. So the formula that is not given, I have been discussed with my student here actually. All the thing here, can you see? So these are the formula given, which chapter it is, all the formula, but all the formula that is not given is written at the beside here, on the left and the right. You must go and memorize them. So if you want this note, just say that 1, W-A-N-T. If you want this note, just write 1. I'm going to upload this note and the whiteboard to the Google Classroom. Okay, so you just put 1, then I will send this to the Google Classroom later. But please remember, join the Google Classroom first. All right, I am going to give this free. If you write, let's just spam the comment so that I can know whether you want or not. Okay, I'm going to upload this link as well, so you all can check back this later from the Google Classroom. Okay. So just like what I say, if you are not in the Google Classroom yet, you can just write it down. You can just see the link there. Just click the link. You can just join. Okay. So now, thank you so much for the reply. I see many of you reply one, so I already uploaded. All right. So next, we are going to speak about the progression. Okay, so the notes is also in the Google Classroom. You can totally download it. So let's take a look on the exercise 1. What are the questions that can be asked? So when they say sum of the first n term of arithmetic progression, the arithmetic progression is already giving you the formula. When they give you an equation, you don't need to build the equation. Just use that equation. When they ask sum of first 10 term, you just click as 10. 3 times all the 10, the n just change to 10, and then just press your calculator. Any kind student want to tell me the answer? Please let me know. What is the S10? Just press the calculator, let me know. What is it? Don't apply any formula, just use this to find the answer. I think I'm getting negative something, right? Negative 345. Okay, thank you so much. Jenna already give me the answer. Okay, Wazer also give me the answer. Thank you so much. So, of course, that's the S10. But what is first term? First term is A. A also can speak as S1. So you just put in 3 times 1, 1 minus 33 over 2. Just press your calculator. And I'm getting negative 48. That is my A. But how am I going to get common difference? To get common difference, you use second term minus the first term. But what is second term? You find out what is S2 first. S2, 3 times 2, 2 minus 33 over 2. I press the calculator. I'm getting negative 93. What is negative 93? S2 means first term plus second term equal to negative 93. So I'm going to change the color. So the first term we already know is negative 48. So what is the second term? The second term will be negative 93 plus 48. I'm getting negative 45. That is the second term. So when I get the second term ready, I find a common difference. Second term minus the first term. What is the first term? Negative 48. So I'm getting my D3. That is my first term, my common difference. Okay, misbah sebelumnya. Then the C, they say find the value Q if the Q term, Q term, sebutan ke Q is positive. What is positive means? Positive means more than 0. So what is PQ? PQ is A plus Q minus 1D, more than 0. A, I already got negative 48 plus Q minus 1D, more than 0. So bring the negative 48 to that side. So Q minus 1 times 3 more than 48, q minus 1 more than 16, q more than 17. So when your q is equal to 18, it will be the first positive term, meaning to say T18 will be positive term. Any questions? I got Rishi answer also. Thank you so much. No question at all. Okay. Next question, we are going to learn some. Oh, so fast, 4 people come in already. I just share this slide and 4 people come in already. Good. Okay. At a certain day, a breeder has 3,000 ducks in the farm. First time, you got 3,000 ducks. Okay. Then he starts selling 250 duck on the next day. Every day you sell 250. The breeder feeds the duck before selling. I always need to feed the duck. The duck need to eat. The duck need to eat. So the duck feeding is 50 cents. Calculate until you left 500 duck. How many days you need to sell until you left 500? So Tn will left 500. I do not know how many days I need to sell. But A will be 3,000 plus n minus 1d, and is equal to 500. All right. So in this case, we bring it to that side, n minus 1, negative 250. So this one is negative 2500. So n minus 1 equal to negative 2500 divide negative 250. So n minus 1 equal to 10. So n equal to 11. When n is equal to 11 means that on the 11th day, it will left 500. It will left 500. So in total, 11 days, how many times have you feed the duck? I need to apply the formula. 11 over 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. I need to find out in total how many duck I have already fed. So 2 times 3,000 plus 10 negative 250 times 11 over 2. So we total after 11 days, you already feed this much duck. And one duck is 50 cents. So I need to times 50 cents. I'm getting RM 9,625 ringgit. I need to give 9,625 ringgit for one duck in this 11 days. In total, not just one duck. Any questions? I'm not sure if Mr. Kevin got mentioned or not. If you have free time, go and take a look on MRSM paper. Okay, if you have free time, go and take a look on MRSM paper because the paper that set might be a little bit same to MRSM. Okay, so Razor say no question at all for this. Thank you so much for the reply. Okay, let's take a look on class exercise 4. I have no idea. Teacher, why is the D negative 250? So Jenna asked, why is the D negative 250? Because he starts selling 250. Can you see? He starts selling 250. Every day he sells. So the number will be getting lesser and lesser. Okay, let's move on. Number 4. This is a geometric progression. This is a geometric progression. We know P, 2, and Q are the 3 consecutive terms. Express the answer, all must be in terms of Q. Your answer must got the word Q. It's not just value, but the answer must have Q. So the first term, is your first term Q? No, the first term is P. So it's not the answer. And common ratio, how do we find common ratio? Common ratio is your second term divide the first term, or your third term divide the second term. So you got your answer already. I write my answer in green color, yeah? R is Q over 2. This is my answer because my common ratio in term of Q. But how to change this P in term of Q? The first term is P. How? I cross multiply here. 4 equal to PQ. P is 4 over Q. So I change my A here to 4 over Q. That is my second answer. So both answer A and R, first term sebutan pertama dengan nisbah sepunya dua-dua mempunyai bentuk Q. Mempunyai bentuk Q. Is in the base of Q. Something like that. So I want to find the sum to infinity. I want to find sum to infinity. If you look at the second question, I want to find sum to infinity. What is the formula? A over 1 minus R. The A is already gotten 4 over Q over 1 minus R. So we simplify Q 4 over Q, 2 over 2 minus Q over 2. We continue simplify 4 over Q over 2 minus Q over 2. I bring the Q go up, down, I bring the 2 go up to the 4. So I will get 8 over Q bracket 2 minus Q. Many students, they do not know how to do this. Many students, they do not know how to do this. All right. So what I mean, they do not know how to do this. They do not know how to turn. For example, let's say I have 1 over 3 over 2 over 5. The 3 can bring to the 2, the 5 can bring to 1. So if I have 1 over 3 divided by 3, this 3 bring down. If I have 2 over 3 over 5, the 5 will bring up. That's the case. You need to know. All right. Still got many students do not know how to bring it up and down, left and right, something like that. So this is very important. Usually when we come to progression, right, it won't come out in section B, paper 2. It usually come out in paper 1 or paper 2, section A. So you need to know paper 1, it might be come out. Paper 2, section A, it will be come out. Okay, let's take a look on the next question. Number 5. It is given that the n term, we have an n term of a geometric progression, the GP, n term of GP. So what can we see? The n term here is Tn is 3 power Rn minus 1 over 2. R cannot be K. This is conceptual question. What can be R? R cannot be 0. Always remember R cannot be 0. R also cannot be 1. R also cannot be -1. So K can have 3 answers. Is as long as you write 0, 1, or -1, all can be accepted. All can be accepted. And we want to find the first term. What is first term? Your T, 1. So 3R 1 minus 1 over 2. Can anyone tell me what is the answer when the first term? Okay. A. Someone give me 3 over 2. Someone give me 1 over 2. 3 R power 0, right? When we say R power 0 is 1. So it will be 3 over 2. All right. It's just that simple. That's the answer. Usually this kind of concept question will always ask in paper 1. So please take note. Paper 1 is having a lot of conceptual questions. Hi Tristan. Why are you here, Tristan? I thought you are last 2 year for 5 students. Share to your junior if they want this Facebook live stream for SPM. Okay, now we are going to speak about teh tarik. I feel like I'm going to drink some teh tarik later after the class. I'm craving for teh tarik now. A little bit tired now. So let's look at teh tarik question. Let's take a look on teh tarik question. So if I take a look on teh tarik question here, just to see what's going on, okay? So a store selling the teh tarik. What is the tarik? Sorry, it's teh tarik, not the tarik. I have no idea why they the tarik there. Give choice to the customer of using either condensed milk or evaporated milk. I can make the teh. Okay, since they say the tarik with condensed milk and evaporated milk on a particular store has 17 cans of condensed milk. Let's speak about condensed milk here. Let's speak about evaporated milk here. One day I got 70. Okay, and then another day is 48 evaporated milk. The store used 5 cans of condensed milk means that every day the starting I will use 5 cans every day minus 5 minus 5 minus 5, and in this case the starting is 48. Every year you minus 3 minus 3 minus 3. After how many days the remainder can the both milk be the same? So I do not know. Tn for the condensed milk is 70 plus n minus 1d. I do not know how many days after it will be the same of evaporated milk. So I make the same. Evaporated milk is 48 plus n minus 1d. But at the end of the day, they must be same. When we mention the word same, intersect, or collide, all these words, these two must be equal to each other. So 70 minus 5n plus 5 equal to 48 minus 3n plus 3. So 75 minus 5n equal to 51 minus 3n. So 51 bring there, minus 5 go there. So you get 24 equal to 2n, and equal to 12. Meaning to say after 12 days, the condensed milk will be reduced, and the evaporated milk will be reduced, and they both will be at the same number. So if you don't believe, you can see I put in T12 here. Okay, let's say I put in T12. I press my calculator. I'm getting 15 here. and I put T12 here after 12 days, I'm also getting 15. So at the end of the day, after 12 days, they both will come to 15 can left. So this is the question that you need to know how to do it. All right. My brother going to study MS this year. I might recommend him to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Tristan, actually from 4 MS, we have already started class. So you can ask me later. All right. So the rest, if you have any brother, sister, sibling who want to join MS class, you want to join Kelvin class, you want to join my class, both are available. The timing are different. I'm doing online class mostly. If you are looking for physical class, we are at Puchong. But both classes are available, so you can just join. All right. So yes, so that's how we do this class exercise 6. Many of the time in exam, they don't ask you simple question. This is not simple question. This is application question. They ask you to apply, and apply here, apply this. Okay. So any question from any student that is still joining here? Okay, let's take a look on the next question. I would say that this is one of the good questions that might come out in paper 1. It is given that x plus 1, 2x minus 7, and these are consecutive geometric progression. We want to find the value of x. We know that they are geometric, right? So we have to find the common ratio. How do we find the common ratio? The second term divide the first term, or the third term divide the second term. So what we do is we cross multiply. 2x minus 7 times 2x minus 7 excuse me, equal to x plus 1 over 4 times x plus 1. Let's simplify. 2x plus 7, 2x minus 7, I will get 28x plus 49. And don't forget, I can bring out the 4 to the left side. So x plus 1 times x plus 1, that's what I get here. And I continue simplify 16x squared minus 112x plus 196 minus x squared minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0. So 15x squared minus 110x plus 197 equal to 0. Can we find out the x here? Oh, sorry, not plus, minus. This one is 5 equal to 0. So actually I can simplify. Can we? 7, 5, I divide by 5. So I get 3x squared minus 22x plus 39 equal to 0. Then we press the calculator for the x answer. Okay, I got 2x value. One x is 13 over 3. Another x is 3. So we got 2 answers. But, they already tell you the common ratio is 1 over 2. So if they already tell you common ratio is 1 over 2, you don't have to do as complicated as me. I just now didn't see the word common ratio. So A, you can say the common ratio is 2x minus 7 over x plus 1. The second term divided the first term is 1 over 2. Then we cross multiply. 4x minus 7 equal to x plus 1. 3x is equal to 8. X is equal to 8 over 3. Why am I getting two different answers? Am I doing something wrong? Or else the question is something wrong? Yeah, maybe the question is something wrong. X is equal to 8 over 3. Cannot be two different answers. Here, answer from here must be the same, but I'm not getting it. So if you look at this, I put in 3. Let's say I put in x equal to 3 inside. Yeah? So I'm getting 4. I'm getting -1. I'm getting 1. This is not make sense at all. Not common ratio. So x cannot be 3. Let's put in 13 over 3. If I put in 13 over 3, looks so weird also. I'm getting 16 over 3. 5 over 3. 4 over 3. Doesn't make sense at all. This is also doesn't make sense. So actually, I think the question might be something wrong. So you actually can use this method unless I do something wrong here. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. The best way to get the common ratio is you find, because they already give you 1 over 2. So you just use this method is good already. All right, don't use this method. This method here, maybe the question is something wrong. That's why I can't get the value. I can't get the value. Let me try if I put in 11 over 3, 8 over 3, sorry. -5 over 3. Still, I cannot get the same answer. I think something wrong with the question. Something wrong with the question. Oh, -114x. Where is it? -114x. I think maybe I typed wrongly. Teacher, isn't it -114? -114. Oh, -2. Yeah. So I think should be getting the same. 27. I cannot divide by 5 already, right? In this case. So in this case, I have to erase all these things here. It's a little bit lagging when I use live stream for this whiteboard. Yes, so cannot divide by 5. So I have to directly find the answer, but you don't have to do this method because I want to prove it is the same. But I can't actually. From the equation I get, I think maybe the question is something wrong. X equal to 5. X equal to 13 over 5. Doesn't make sense. 3 different X answer, you see. Doesn't make sense at all. The common ratio they say is R equal to 1 over 2. Common ratio is the second term divide the first term. I divide already, I times it in. Oh, I think this one also I make mistake. What did I just do? Too tired. Okay, I think I left out the teh tarik. I should drink teh tarik before teach you all. Okay, 15. Now I can get the answer. It's 5. Yes, now it makes sense. It cannot be not make sense. I think just now I didn't times it. That's why it not making sense. X equal to 5. That's the answer. You see, so for sure the answer will be the same. Just now I didn't get the same. Maybe something wrong, but I didn't check it well. Thanks to you all. So you see, the answer should be confirmed the same. So that's why when you do something wrong, don't just feel that maybe you are wrong. Maybe you did something in the process, you forget the times or what. That's the problem. Okay. So in this case, we are going to continue. Since I know this is 6, this is 3. and this is somehow 3 over 2. Okay, so the common ratio is 1 over 2. They say the first term, I want to find the first term. Okay, if the 12th term is x plus 1, what is 12th term? A, R, and minus 1. And what is x plus 1? The x plus 1 is 6. So the A I have no idea, but the R is 1 over 2 power 11 equal to 6. So I press the calculator, 6 divide 11 over, sorry, not 11, 1 over 2 power 11 to find the answer. I get 12288. Okay, so if you have any question, you may ask me. Okay, let's continue. We are going to look at a running situation. Okay, who are going to get first, who are going to get second. We are going to look at the running. I also kind of miss Add Maths. That's another reason I'm here. If only I can go back in time. Okay, okay. Now you know Form 6 Maths is hard, right? Okay. I'm also teaching Form 6 Maths. My Tristan Law here is actually my Form 6 student. I have no idea why he's so free coming here. Like no exam. I mean, he have no exam basically. Okay. Mohan took 4 minutes to complete the first kilometer of a 15 km run. First kilometer, I take 4 minutes. He could not sustain his stamina, thus for each subsequent kilometer, he took 1 over 8 more time. So 1 over 8 more time means 1 plus 1 over 8. So 9 over 8 of the previous time. Many students, they thought 1 over 8 more time, the common ratio is just 1 over 8. No, the first kilometer, you use 4 minutes. The second kilometer is you times 9 over 8. You use extra time. You use extra time. So you get 9 over 2. And then you times 9 over 8 again for the extra time. I'm going to use 81 over 16 minutes. So keep on times 9 over 8. Then they say, the participant who finished the run more than 2 hours not qualified. Did Mohan qualify or not? So Mohan is going to run 15 kilometers. So S15. Total 15 kilometers, how much time Mohan used? So I apply the formula A. Okay, I'm going to write down the formula. Because the R is more than 1. Because the R is more than 1, so I'm going to use this formula, Rn minus 1 over R minus 1. So the A is 4, R is 9 over 8 power 15, minus 1 over 9 over 8 minus 1. Press the calculator. I'm getting 155.26 minutes. So this is more than 2 hours already. 2 hours and 35 minutes. So since it's more than that, Mohan took more than 2 hours to finish the run. Mohan did not qualify. So you need to know how to do the situation question based on condition to find the final answer. Okay. Anyone has any questions before we move on? So if you got any question, feel free to ask. All right, don't feel shy. Just ask me, comment below. If you think that this live can be shared to your friend, share it out. Let's learn together. All right. So let's take a look on the questions. Now, question 9. This is a very good question. Okay, if we take a look on this, a geometric progression has 10 terms, total only 10 terms, and a common ratio. It is given that the seventh term, I know that seventh term is 4 times the fifth term, and the sum of all terms is negative 4092. Find the first term if r is more than 0. Okay, so in this case, T7, how to find T7? AR 7 minus 1 equal to 4 times of AR 5 minus 1. I apply the formula AR 6 equal to 4AR 4. Since both sides got A cut away, R6 equal to 4R4, R2 equal to 4. So R can be square root 4 plus minus, can be R equal to 2, can be R equal to negative 2. Of course, it cannot be positive 2 because the question already say less than 0. Which means that I can find the S10 already. So S10, what is the formula S10? A, R is negative 2, sorry, 1 minus Rn over 1 minus R. So the S10 is already gotten. And A, I press the calculator, 1 minus negative 2 power 10. So negative 1023 over 3. So find the A. So the A is 12. Am I getting any questions? Okay, Razor actually just now already say no question at all. I think these are all the simple stuff, not the hard one. So should be no problem having all these questions to do. Now I want to speak about one more thing. Many students left out. In an AP GP question, they might also ask you something like this. They might also ask you something like that. It is given that h over 2 plus k is 0.42424242424242. I do not know how many 42. So the first 42 is the first term. The second 42, 0.0042 is the second term. So to find the common ratio, 0.0042 divided by 0.42. Okay, we press the calculator. And I'm getting 1 over 100. Let's change this a to fraction. So this is a fraction. When your 42424242 is keep on going, you just press your calculator, sum to infinity. So a over 1 minus r. Just press your calculator, you can get the answer. And I'm getting 14 over 33. So when you get 14 over 33, you change to decimal, you will get 42, 42, 42, 42, 42. That's how you change this part into decimal. And you apply the formula. H, not apply the formula, apply the equation. So what can you see? The H is actually 14, the K is actually 31. Am I clear here? When your decimal is keep on repeat, it is using sum to infinity. Okay, one more question, and we think that we can stop here. All right, I think we are having enough revision on vector and progression. So let's take a look on the last part here. The first term of a geometric progression, we are speaking about geometric progression. First term is 16. And all the terms are positive. The product of the first term and the eighth term, product means times. The first term times with eighth term is equal to fourth term. Find the sum to infinity and sum to sixth term of this progression. Let's find out. A is 16. 16 T8. T8 is what? AR 8 minus 1 equal to T4 is what? AR 4 minus 1. So I simplify the A and A I can cut. So 16R7 equal to R3. So R4 equal to 1 over 16. So R1 over 16 power 1 over 4, you will get 1 over 2. So that is my common ratio. First, you find out the common ratio. All right. I change the place. I bring the R3 go there. That's why R7 divide R3 equal to 1 over 16. Okay, I bring the 16 go down there. Then they say find the sum to infinity. Very easy. Just apply the formula. A over 1 minus R. Can anyone tell me what is the sum to infinity? And also sum to sixth term. So you apply the formula. A 1 minus Rn over 1 minus R. Press the calculator. Get the answer. Anyone? Any question? I mean, any answer? Flesia get 0.5, is it? For which one? The top or the bottom one? I think you did not press bracket. That's why your answer a little bit different. 16 divide 1 over 1 over 2. What is the sum to infinity and what is the sum to 6 term? The bottom, okay. The top I get 32. So the bottom, you also need to press bracket. Okay, be very careful. Without the bracket, without the power, I calculate what is inside here. So I press 16, 63 over 64, divide 1 over 2. I'm getting 31.5. Thank you so much, Gretel. Yes, that's the answer. So always remember, many students, they make mistake because they did not put the bracket. When you key into calculator, you have to put a bracket. Yes, thank you so much, Jenna. Thank you so much, Razor. All right, so I think I will stop here. If you want to have all this view and also the formula sheet that I just give, go to the Google Classroom. Just now I just say the Google Classroom. Let me pin the message up. Okay, the Google Classroom is already on the comment. Okay, you just need to see the pin message. This is the Google Classroom. You can see all the formula that you need to memorize here before going to an exam. Not only memorize, you need to know how to use them. All are written well here. All right. So I think that's all for today. Okay, good, Fresia. So Fresia got the answer already. So I'm happy for you. So I think that's all for today. If you have any questions, please ask in the comment. I will always look at the comment. And of course, the next session will be run by Kelvin at 7:30. We are going to speak about the section C. We are going to speak about section C. So if you have any question, ask in the comment. If not, stay tuned to the next session and I will see you later also at midnight session. Maybe we will speak about some trigonometry later, maybe. Let's see.